Please be seated. Good evening, and welcome to the graduation ceremony of Class PT12. We thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Beth Ann Puckett, and I am the director of the Chester County Intermediate Unit Practical Nursing Program. Class PT12 started Level 1 back in January of 2023, and I was able to watch the class grow and continue their success in each level until they got to this special day. I am thrilled to have met each and every one of them and be part of their journey as they reach their goals. I remember the first day I met Class PT12, they all looked excited and nervous to be starting their journey as nurses, but were eager to learn. Over time, I got to know each and every one of them, and I truly am proud to see them make it to this final graduation day. Class PT12, you did it. All of your hard work, dedication, and determination kept you focused and got you to this special day. I am so proud of all of you and congratulate you on your accomplishments. I would now like to introduce Dr. Joseph Fullerton, the Director of Career, Technical, and Customized Education.
Good evening. It is a great honor to be here to welcome you tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates that are sitting in front of you. And trust me, this is the quietest this group of students has been all year long. They walk in here looking to change a career, start a career, make a difference, learning something that's very, very difficult, all the while balancing a job, a family, and other obligations. They did it with a smile on their face. They did it with determination to reach this point to make you proud of them. But today isn't the day you were proud of them. You were proud of them the day they started this program. And we're so happy to have you here this evening to celebrate what they have done, to watch them walk across this stage, and to finally have the title of nurse after their name. It's not often that a class gives the director of the Career and Technical Education department here, division here, a nickname, but I was honored to have a nickname here by this group, and I don't know why they called me the General, but it was enjoyable to come into class and visit with them, learn about them, and watch them succeed. To the class, I couldn't be more proud of you for what you have done. And yet today, as you get handed your diploma and your pin, it's only the beginning of a fruitful journey that is going to impact many, many lives. So we thank you for what you are about to do. To the staff, the teachers that got them here, the work you have done is nothing short of phenomenal, because you took students that had other things to do other than just be students, and you have helped them become successful. And we thank you. Parents, family, will you join me in a round of applause for our teachers and our staff? Thank you all for being here tonight. Congratulations, graduate. Congratulations, families. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Fullerton. Graduates, please stand. Upon achievement of program requirements, these graduates have successfully completed a Pennsylvania State Board of Nursing approved and ACEN accredited practical nursing program. It is with great pride that I present to you the 12th part-time evening Downingtown class of the Chester County Intermediate Unit Practical Nursing Program. Please be seated. I now would like to welcome Class PT12's President, Melissa Holm, to present the guest speaker.
Thank you. Gigi started off her nursing career at the Brandywine School of Nursing with an associate's degree. She then continued her education at Immaculata University and obtained a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and then at Wilmington University with a Master's in Nursing Science in Executive and Administration Leadership. Gigi served as a soldier in the United States Army and served her nation by caring and advocating for veterans for over 30 years. She has a special affiliation with the VA and its veterans, where she became a registered nurse and a patient veteran advocate. She served as military policeman patrol narcotics dog handler, physical security inspector, drill sergeant, and master fitness trainer while in active Army. She ended her active service and joined the Army National Guard to continue to serve her country, continue her education, be with her family, and raise her children. Gigi's experience as a registered nurse includes being a Mission Act Utilization Review Community Care Coordination Nurse at the Coatesville VA, a nurse manager on a long-term dementia Geri Psych unit, and a nurse manager of an acute psychiatric unit. Gigi was awarded the Queen of Excellence and the Transformational Leadership Award from the Director of the Coatesville VA for all of her achievements. Gigi loves teaching and sharing her experiences and leadership skills with the next generation of nurses. She currently works as a nursing instructor here at the Chester County Intermediate Unit's Practical Nursing Program and within the College of Health Professionals, Natural Sciences at Wilmington University, and as an adjunct nursing instructor. In her free time, Gigi works with local pastors and helps them visit veterans being released from prison through the Chester County Prison Ministry and volunteers at homeless outreach centers. Gigi also likes to hold family gatherings at her house, cook, sew, quilt, hike, spend time with her husband, grown children, 7 grandchildren, and her Doberman Lucy. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Gigi Hayes to the stage.
Hello and welcome. I am honored to be here with this class, PT12. I thank you for asking me to speak, and I can't tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you sitting here. Well, guests, family, friends, colleagues, I want to say hello. I am sure that my bio has put an image in your mind of the nursing instructor you expected to see up here on this stage. I am sure these graduate students have put an image in your mind as well when they go home after a test or after a lengthy lecture or a clinical. Isn't that interesting? Images and first impressions, okay? So when I was in the Army and a drill sergeant, I found my love of education there by educating soldiers in the military. And I would graduate these civilians into soldiers at the end of a program, and I would get emotional and teary-eyed, and everybody would be surprised because nobody thought I had a heart, okay? You're not supposed to have a heart as a drill sergeant, okay? So, and it took a minute, but when these students first met me, they didn't think I had a heart either, okay? It took a while, didn't it, graduates? But we got there. So they soon learned that everything I did and everything I said was in their best interest. My focus was on the process. I wanted them to ask themselves always, what is the process? That would get them to this evening. That would get them through their NCLEX, the goal, the end goal of this program, and becoming the next generation of nurses. So I ask you, loved ones, of these graduates tonight to picture in your mind's eye your image of a nurse. What comes to mind when you think of an image of a nurse? It may be the image of a pleasant person, a grouchy person, doing various things in a hospital or a doctor's office. And when your graduate sitting here came to you and said, I think I'm going to go to nursing school, I bet some of you did not think about the image of a nurse much. And some of you may have thought, whoa, how's this girl going to ever be a nurse? Or, oh yeah, I can see that. She'll be great at it. Attending nursing school is one of the best decisions your loved ones sitting here, graduating tonight, have ever made and have ever done in their lives. Graduates, you know that this experience has been one of the most challenging things you have ever done in your life. So, with that being said, keeping the students motivated during level 4, keeping up their energy, their stamina, their interest, their eye on the prize, right, Audrey? Right, Amy? I kept pushing them by saying, it's time to give it to the gas, people. It's not time to put on the brakes. Give it to gas. Right, Audrey? Right. But the students would either look at me and sigh and say, there she goes again, or they would start crying. But here they are. Here are your graduates sitting before you. That got you to tonight. PT12 graduates, you took responsibility for your own learning and succeeded. You accepted the challenge of this LPN program and are experiencing tonight the dream you made a reality. Remember when you first started? I don't think you had an image of a nurse in your mind's eye. And even if you did, I was quick to tell you it was wrong, and I was redirecting your thinking to critical thinking, okay? I met you for the first time in level 1 lab, and a few of you failed your initial hands-on lab clinical requirements, or you came unprepared without your supplies and asked to borrow my pen, my stethoscope, my scissors. After my head stopped spinning, we went from there to Freedom Village to level 1 clinical, and for some of you, the first time experience of taking care of a live human being from A to Z was an eye-opening experience. Melissa Holm and Deanna. Most of you were like, oh my gosh, this instructor, she's going to fail me. Don't go to her. Some of you even tried tactics like, you look pretty today, Mrs. Hayes. And I was like, yeah, Melissa Holm, that's not going to work for you. Or Melissa Hoffman, that's not going to help you pass. Mrs. Hayes, you are making me so nervous. Can you just stop breathing down my neck, Amanda and Jasmine? But here we are. There were a mixture of emotions, and sometimes you cried, Jamie, DeQuisha, and Katie. Sometimes you laughed, Audrey and Jamie, even if it was right in front of the patient. Some of you laughed no matter what was going on, Jamie. Oh, sorry. Some of you were nervous when completing a new task on patients, like administering medications through a PEG tube, all of you. And sometimes you would just agree and nod your head because you didn't know what else to do, or you didn't know what I wanted you to say, Z and Deanna. But through all of this, here you are tonight. As you continue to grow in the program, you finally came prepared to lab. clinical, remembering your pen, your scissors, and your stethoscope, and no longer nervous about interacting with me or the patients. The stick to the process, trust the process are my mottos that I always said to each one of you. My toughness in sticking to the details and processes have led you here to this special day. Your image of the nurse you wanted to be was developing, and so here you are. You studied while others were sleeping. You prepared for tests while others were having fun. You continued to work all shifts while in school. You persevered through illness, family commitments, significant emotional events, and course time requirements. And so here you are tonight, graduates, finally making your dream and your image of a nurse a reality. One of my favorite theorists, Patricia Benner, who developed the theory of novice to expert, novice nursing students must be assisted to learn about individualized nursing care and integrate this knowledge to actual patient care practices. The instructors here, my colleagues, must give students responsibility to plan and implement nursing care patients who have possible changes happening with them at a moment's notice. These models go from a novice, advanced beginner, competent, proficient, and expert. You graduates tonight, sitting here, surpass the novice stage, and through all your hands-on testing, theory, and AIT testing, you have moved to competent and proficient. This will help you pass that NCLEX. You will learn more and become an expert in your area of practice as you keep moving forward with the learning process. See? The process. Can't get away from it. Your success is mine. And this is where I get a little. Mrs. Warren's, Mrs. Unruh's, and all of the PMP instructors and our faculty who have taught, advised, and tutored you. Your success is our school's and nursing program success. Our image of a nurse is now your image. All of the varied and professional ways it can be. We know you will represent this school and your practice well. We as instructors are committed to seeing you be successful in achieving your PN license. And that doesn't stop here today. You have the NCLEX to pass now, and our support will continue until you obtain that license, which I know all of you will. Some of you have already taken that test, and I know those that have passed. As you go out into the workforce as new nurses, remember your image and live by it with integrity. Remember your instructors and what we have impressed on you for success. Go into the world and do well. But more importantly, go into the world and do good. Fred Lebo said, "It doesn't matter whether you come in first, in the middle of the pack, or last. You can say, 'I have finished.' Challenges are what makes life interesting, and overcome them is what makes life meaningful." There is a lot of satisfaction in that, and I am satisfied with each and every one of you and your accomplishment in being here tonight. So graduating class PT12, congratulations on your well-deserved success.
Thank you, Mrs. Hayes, for those inspiring words. I would now like to introduce the Class PT12 Awards for Valedictorian and Salutatorian. The Salutatorian. This student came to the practical nursing program with minimal nursing experience. She showed a compassion at clinicals, and nurses quickly saw potential in her. She was excellent academically and showed hard work and determination throughout the program. She is kind, confident, and a team player. It is these great qualities this student possesses that led her to the person she is today. I have no doubt that she will make a great nurse, and I am excited to see where the future takes her. It is my extreme honor to recognize this year's salutatorian, Deanna Tiernan. You got it. The valedictorian. This particular student has a hard work ethic and is very strong academically. She was always kind, caring, and thoughtful towards her patients. She is eager to learn and currently works as a nursing assistant at Tel High Retirement and enjoys working with patients every shift. She will make an amazing nurse, and I can see her one day even being a charge nurse or supervisor. I am excited to see where the future takes her. It is my extreme honor to recognize and award this year's valedictorian to Amy Zola.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you all so much for being here. When I found out that I would be giving a speech tonight, I panicked and called my sister Kim. She is my life coach and my HR department, among other things. Her advice to me was just be yourself, but be nice. I'm known for being straightforward, so I'm going to take her advice and tell you the truth. Nursing school is hard. These past 18 months, we've had an enormous amount of information crammed into our brains. At times, we may have appeared glassy-eyed and disoriented, perhaps mumbling about adverse effects and ABCs, which has nothing to do with the alphabet. It means if you get a paper cut, we're checking your airway. We have sacrificed sleep, missed birthdays and anniversaries, school plays, and sporting events. So thank you, families and friends, for picking up what we could not carry and for being there when we could not. Thank you for giving us the time, space, and support we needed to make tonight possible. This is your accomplishment too. To the teachers and staff here at CCIU, thank you for everything you've done to get us here. You have been available, so available all the time, and so very willing to help with any question or problem, no matter the size. We are so grateful for your guidance and your dedication to our success. Finally, to my classmates, PT12, the party class, you are amazing. I am so proud of you. I am so proud to be one of you. And Audrey, wait for it. We done.
Thank you, Amy. I now would like to welcome the class president, Melissa Holm, to the stage to lead her class in the Practical Nurses Pledge. Graduates, please stand.
All right, ladies, we're almost there. Loud and proud, sound off, as our instructor would say. I sincerely pledge myself to dedicate my life to the delivery of healthcare, to maintain high standards of personal ethics, and to advance the knowledge of my profession. I will endeavor to conserve life, alleviate suffering, and promote health. I will be an advocate to those in need and provide for the well-being of those in my care without prejudice. I will not use my knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity, neither will I disclose any personal matters entrusted to me. With integrity, I will practice my vocation as a responsible member of the healthcare profession. I will follow these precepts and guard them sacredly.
Graduates, you may be seated. I would now like to invite the other class officers for Class PT12 and the class combined Downingtown 131 and WG10 to join Mimi on the stage as I call their names. Vice President of Class PT12, Melissa Hoffman, Secretary Jamie Treadway, Treasurer Audrey Smith, and Resource Deanna Tiernan. Class President of WG10, Cindy Gonzalez Arizaga. President of Class Downingtown 131, Michael Hobbs. Secretary of Class Downingtown 131, Lydia Shepard. Treasurer of Class Downingtown 131, Kiana Kelly Randolph. And Resource of Class Downingtown 131, Malik Baynard. The Nightingale Lamp. During the Crimean War, Florence Nightingale gained the nickname, the Lady with the Lamp, deriving from a phrase in a report in the London Times, which described her as a ministering angel, whose slender form glides quietly along each corridor. She may be observed alone with a little lamp in her hand, making her solitary rounds, caring for the sick and wounded soldiers. Within 6 months of her arrival in Scutari, the mortality rate dropped from 42.7% to 2.2%. Florence insisted on adequate lighting, diet, hygiene, and activity. She was well ahead of her time. She understood even then that the mind and body worked together, that cleanliness helped to prevent infection, and that it promoted healing. As a symbol of unity and caring in the nursing profession, our graduating class officers will pass the lamps to the officers of Class Combined Downingtown 131 and WG10, our next graduating class, reminding them that in our high-tech healthcare world, not to lose sight of the caring component of nursing. You may now hand the lamps over and exchange them. Thank you for continuing our tradition of caring and compassion. I now would like to take a moment to acknowledge our practical nursing staff and faculty. These hardworking individuals dedicate a lot of their time and have impacted each of these students' lives while in the program. Faculty and staff, please stand when I call your name to be acknowledged. Teresa Berkman, Anna Richards, Holly Brown, Talonda Rogers, Julia Freevert, Maria Schultz, Sheree Fulton, Lauren Unruh, Gigi Hayes, Leslie Waltz, Lisa Hotchkiss, Karen Warren, and Leslie James. This team is what makes our program so special. Their experience, dedication, and hard work to meet the students' needs on a daily basis is outstanding. I thank you all for contributing and making this program so amazing. As I share often with the students and graduates, we are most thankful to have met each one of you. Our life has changed as each class teaches us some life lessons. And in the end, we are better teachers and better people because of meeting all of you. So thank you. Attaining academic excellence in such a rigorous program is commendable. I would like to recognize the graduates tonight with academic requirements for the National Association of Licensed Practical Nurses Honor Society. These graduates who have demonstrated and achieved this honor are wearing gray and burgundy cords this evening. Will the following students please stand and be recognized? Melissa Holm, Katie Kessling, Zainab Okason, Deanna Tiernan, Jamie Treadway, Jasmine Wilkins, Amanda Woodside, and Amy Zola. You may be seated. Recognition of our PMP ambassadors. PMP ambassadors represent the practical nursing program at school or community events, volunteering their own time above and beyond school hours. These students volunteer their time at open houses, fall festivals, college fairs, and help recruit future practical nursing students. Will the following students please stand and be recognized? Melissa Hoffman, Melissa Holm, Zainab Okason, Audrey Smith, Jasmine Wilkins, and Amanda Woodside. You may be seated. I now have the privilege of recognizing the following student for perfect attendance for the entire program. This is a commendable accomplishment to not be absent or late for all 4 levels of the 18-month program. There are many students that may have succeeded in perfect attendance for one of the levels, which is also challenging to do. But this student achieved perfect attendance in all 4 levels, and in my 3 years that I have been doing this, have never seen someone with days and days of credits because of all the events that she keeps volunteering for, even though she doesn't need the credits. So will the following student please stand once I call your name and recognize Audrey Smith. You may be seated. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the awarding of diplomas. Each student received a school pin. Every school has a distinct pin, which easily identifies the graduates to their fellow alumni and is a source of pride. We always wear our school pins over our heart. As I call your name, please come up and receive your diploma. Jasmine Wilkins. DeQuisha Parker. Melissa Holm. Melissa Hoffman. Katie Kessling. Lindsay Ford. Deanna Tierman. Jamie Treadway. Amy Zola. Zainab Okasan. Amanda Woodside. Audrey Smith.
Audrey, you're a delight. You're a delight.
As we bring this ceremony to a close, I ask that all remain in their seats until the graduates are arranged on the stage for a photo. I would like to extend thanks to our CCIU administration, communications team, maintenance, and horticultural departments for all of your help this evening and throughout the program. I especially want to thank all the family, friends, and guests this evening for joining us. To conclude our ceremony, graduates, please move your tassel from right to left. Put it back on, Jamie.
I got it.
And I now would like to present to you our newest nurse colleagues, the graduates of Class PT12. You may go be with your families and friends.